So, Amira touched briefly this subject of the concept of three brain beings. That is very important to Gurdjieff. The basic idea is that we are not one person, we are three persons. Okay, so we have a body, a physical part of ourselves. We also have feelings. This can be emotions or sentiments, feelings, which are quite different. We'll not go into this right now. And we also have the intellect, the mind. So the best thing is each time while living and while trying to be in the present to look inside, just like taking an inside photograph of yourself, and try to figure out what is happening in each part. Okay, so now maybe I'm sitting here, I'm feeling the chair, I'm touching the floor, maybe my head hurts or something, or what thoughts do I have in my mind? Okay, what do I have in the emotional part? So this human structure is very important because regardless of the personality types that Amira has talked about or the planetary types that I am covering now, all of these have secondary parts, like you can be a type 2 on the planetary types, but you are more centered in the physical part of yourself. Or you can be a type 2, but you are more centered in the intellectual part. So this will bring ramifications and different typology around the world. So, of course, if you are more centered in the physical part, you prefer to move or physical activities. If you are more emotional, you maybe like to watch some opera or something like this. Or if you are more intellectual, you will buy books, you will come to this type of conference. And so it's important to try to look inside and see how you are. Okay? There is a dominant center for each two types. So we have the physical center, the mercurial and the martial have this as a dominant center. Of course, the physical part it's made up of instinctive or moving. The instinctive types are the ones that prefer comfort, and it's just like the instinctive movement inside the body. The moving ones, they prefer to move around and to have more physical activities. We have the emotional, which is the dominant center for the jovial and the delusion. And we also have the intellectual, which is the dominant center for the Saturn and the lunar. So we have this dominant center, and what you need to keep in mind is that, as my colleagues also said, Adrian and Mira, there is no good way or bad way. Okay, so you are born with something, and first thing you need to find out how you are. Because if you don't know how you are, you will never be able to grow or find a good relationship or a good hobby or something that can bring out the best of you. Okay, like I am a little bit tall, I would like to be more short. This would be an advantage for me, like when there's a tango. But I'm not, so tough life. I cannot become shorter, you cannot become taller, or I would like to put some more body weight. So I'm trying this for like 5 years now, and I'm still skinny. So some things you cannot change. Okay? But some things you can not really improve, but you can balance them more. So if you see where you are, the area where you have more, you also see the area where you have less. And you can try to find some balance, because balance will be better than just specialization and going into one direction. So I have another concept that I would like to introduce, the concept of chief feature. The concept of chief feature was brought by Gurdjieff. He was a master in seeing the chief feature in each people, and he would sometimes give you a nickname like crocodile or monkey or something, or doctor. He would give you a special nickname that had to do with your chief feature, with the thing that the others around you usually see, and you are blind to seeing this. You are looking very high. Well, I don't know. So he was very good at this. And this is a feature that is central to your character. The concept of false personality. The false personality is something that you have taken for granted, like when your mama told you you have to do it like this because this is right, this is wrong, or in school the society tells you this is right, this is wrong. So there's a difference between false personality and real personality. The false personality is things that have been put inside you when you are small. You had no choice. You believed all this. And the real personality are the things that you, as an adult, become attracted to. So like I like dancing tango, this educates me in a certain way. Like I mix with people from tango are different from people from like salsa and bachata. Okay, it's not like they are better, but they are different. And because I am subjecting myself, I'm going to tango parties, I'm having different kind of interaction. I'm having different kind of verbal interactions, and this shaped me in a certain way. This will become a real personality opposed to something called false personality. So each of the 6 pure types have certain chief features. Like in the lunar, the chief feature is coldness, like a planet, it's a cold planet. It's far away, there's no sun there. And for the Venusian is the non-existence. If there would be a Venusian here, you would forget he's in the room. So he's keeping to himself, no explanation, no interaction with him. For the Mercurial is power. People who like to have power in everything, and they like to control, they like to manipulate, they like to make things their own way. And for the Saturnine, it's dominance. They like to dominate in an intellectual way or in any way that can have a prolonged effect. And for the Martial, they are like the god of war. They are destructive, they are brutal, they like to strip everything to get to the essence, sometimes. And for the Jovial is vanity. They like parties, they are social animals, they are party people, they like to be the center of attention, and so on and so forth. So, as said before, we have the 6 pure types with the 6 planets that are available to the naked eye, to the since from ancient times. And what we need to understand is that we have the influence for different planets. We are not that pure. So let's say for jovial type, there will be like 40% jovial, and lunar and the Martial will also have something to say, and also have something from the other types. Because as you can see, if we are having the jovial, which is right there, there is a direct line to the lunar and to the Martial. So this always influences us. Okay. So if like for a Mercurial, we'll have some influence from the Venusian and the Saturnine. Like for the lunar, there will be some influence from the jovial and Venusian and so on and so forth. So this is one concept to keep in mind.